Hello, people. Welcome to another episode on internship and placement series by ECA. This episode gonna be very interesting and informative. We have Chetanana with us to share his experience through his placement process and also some tips and advices from him. So let's get started. Hi, Chetanana.
Hi, Charan. I'm very glad to be here in your series. I hope I'll be informative to all the students who are hearing this podcast.
So we'll get started by the first question. So
Mm.
can you brief us about the company you're placed in and what's your role in it?
I am placed in TCS. The role which I got placed in is called as Innovator Profile. It is the highest available package for an entry student into TCS. The package is about 9 lakh per annum.
Okay. So, what are all the rounds that you went through to get the placement?
Well, the first is as usual. We'll be having a similar pattern to NQT. We'll be having aptitude questions, verbal ability questions, and uh, coding theoretical questions. And then after clearing that round, we'll be having a technical round where we'll be given about 1 hour or 1.5 hours to solve two questions. The questions are not that hard. Programming questions will not be that hard in that. So after completing this written test, they will inform you whether you are selected to next round or not. The next round is simple. We will be having a technical round plus HR round combined. It will be about 40 to 45 minutes of time. They'll be evaluating you on your basis of your technical knowledge and HR skills. So those are the only two rounds which happen.
Okay, so the entire process is online, right?
Yes, the entire process is online right now.
Okay. So, like, in which rounds one should focus to increase the chances of getting placed?
Well, the most important thing is you need to be uh, having enough programming knowledge to pass the theoretical online test. But you should also take care that you do not lose easy marks on the questions related to aptitude and verbal ability. And after the technical round, it mainly depends on the person, the technical interviewer. So
Okay.
he might be asking you basis on the basis of your branch, because we are from ECE, we might not be having that good of a knowledge in technical aspects. So he will be framing you questions in such a way that you will be answering to your fullest. It might not always be the case, but mostly he'll be asking you on the basis of the point which you wrote in your resume. So the main thing is we need to concentrate on programming, and we need to take care that we do not make any mistakes in aptitude and verbal reasoning.
Okay. So, like, what are all the eligible criteria for the job?
Well, I think the cutoff was about 7.5 GPA or 7 GPA.
Okay.
I myself have a GPA of 7.99. Not that
Okay.
great of a GPA, but it is enough. I passed the cutoff. That was the only criteria given to us. But we need to also mention that if we got placed in any other TCS job offers like Ninja and Digital, so they are collecting all those information.
Okay. So, how important is coding knowledge for one to achieve the thing?
Well, the question coding knowledge is itself a very broad aspect, because we ourselves in EC also code microprocessors, digital signal processors, but the basic algorithms behind the coding remain same in mostly all of the coding interviews. We need to remember that the algorithms which we are using in EC, in image processing and such, will mostly be on a similar level to the questions that they will be asking in the interview, because they will not be asking you very hard questions in the interview. They might be testing you in the technical round, but uh, for our students, in this generation, it is very important to know the basic coding uh, uh, run through, because we need to be able to do whatever we are thinking to do in a systematic and efficient manner.
Yeah. So, what would you suggest, on campus or off campus?
Well, on campus is always the best, because uh, whenever you go to off campus, the first question will be if our company visited you on campus. That will be one of the most commonly asked questions, because graduating from NIT, they must have a basic idea that whether that company went to on-campus placements or not. In on-campus placement, you have a luxury of preparing with your friends and knowing what the mistakes you did or not. Whereas when you go to off-campus, you will be facing competition not only from your college but other colleges. Also, you will not be having a proper environment to prepare and assess your performance in the interview. So
Yeah.
on-campus is always the best in compared to both.
So, will doing an internship play a key role?
Uh, Mostly not, because the internship which you are doing should be applicable to the job, should be related to the job which you are applying to. So if you are saying that you are willing to join in a role of software development, then doing an internship in a chip development environment is not that helpful, but it will say that he has a inner scope on how the organization works and such. But if you have enough HR skills, then whether you do internship or not doesn't matter, mostly in the software side. uh,
Mm.
that's what I think. But you need to have a broader understanding of different subjects. Like you need to take courses related to the subjects which are useful in software development.
Yeah. So, have you done any, and would you like to share about any internship you have done?
Well, myself, I didn't attend any internship, but I did certain courses in the quarantine. Uh, we have a plenty. We had plenty of time in the quarantine, right? At the starting, I
Yes.
was thinking how to pass the time. First, I started by watching, wasting 1 month or two by watching TV series. Then I thought, yes, this might be the correct time for me to prepare. So I took a course of machine learning from Coursera, I think. The course was very good, very informative. So that was the course I did. That was the only course I did in the quarantine related to software development. And I've been also asked questions in an interview regarding machine learning. So
Okay.
yes, that also added a little to my consideration.
Yeah, great. So, have you gone through any resources for preparation for interview?
Well, my friend who got placed, Sai Tarun of ECE, shared me a website for referring for aptitude and such. We know that aptitude questions in the interview are just a formality, but one main thing which we forget is that the time management which it takes, uh, time management of the aptitude questions. You might be comfortable. Even the person who passed 10th class might answer most of the aptitude questions they gave, but the time in which you complete is important. So he
Yeah.
suggested me a website called indiabricks.com. So they will be
Okay.
having all the basic divisions in the aptitude section. Not all the questions
Okay.
are great, but you will be having a chance to perform a mock test. There will be about 10 to 12 mock tests for free, so you can assess your strength. So how fast am I doing a particular thing? Coming to coding section, HackerRank was the one which I used to practice my coding. We can also use resources like LeetCode and HackerRank. It depends on your preference. That those two are the things which I used in preparing.
Okay, great. So, what's the scope of getting into core companies in our college?
Well, till now there have not been great offers or great companies coming to our company related to ECE. Uh, so it might be better to get into core companies by writing gate examination or completing a master's, so that you can have a more a better future scope.
Yeah. So, what is your overall experience from the placement process?
Well, the placement process was a lot lengthier than what we expected, because uh, they they are conducting this process of hiring the innovator profile as a top college hiring. They named it as top college hiring, and they conducted this interview at a time online for all the NITs and IITs. So the process itself was very simple and easy, but the time it took for the process to complete is very long. It takes you
Mhm.
about 1 to 1.5 week to give you the results of the written exam, and then after the interview it will be taking about a week again for the results to come out. So the as coming to convenience and uh, rating of the interview, well, the written test was not that tough. It was good and simple, but many of the students faced problem with their exam launcher. So
Mm-hmm.
our TNP cell complained to TCS regarding this problems, and they considered of conducting the test again. So make sure
Mm-hmm.
that you have a computer which runs the exam launcher correctly without any fault. And then regarding technical round, how it will be conducted is we'll be having several panels running simultaneously. So the interview experience which you get in your panel might not be the same as the interview experience you get in the panel beside you.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, each of them might be having their own style of asking questions and assessing your skills. But the panel which I am in, they ask the technical questions within my range, and they probed into my HR skills more.
Okay. So, like, here comes the one. Are
Hmm.
you really satisfied with your job?
No, not really.
Okay.
Well, well, I thought of getting a job in core company in my first year of joining. I had a choice of joining CSC or ECE in the first year itself. So I thought I am interested in electronics career, and I considered ECE over CSE. But in the end result, I
Okay.
got placed in a CSE company. So I'm not that happy, but never lose the choice you get. I might take 1 2 years preparing on the sideline for the gate, and I might write gate examinations in the future. Who knows? But right now, I'm not letting this chance go waste.
Yeah, that's great. So, finally, some tips and suggestions for our juniors.
Well, regarding aptitude and such, there is no problem in attending, because as NITN, you might have passed JEE mains, which is one of the toughest exam after JEE advanced in that level. But
Yeah.
aptitude questions and such, only time management is important, no problem. Regarding programming skills, we need to remember one thing: most of the companies will be asking you questions which are mostly simple. Not they'll not be asking you trees and uh, graphs in the interview questions itself. So what we need to do is we need to be comfortable in linear structure. So be it
Linear data
arrays,
structures,
be it
mm,
arrays, stacks, queues. We should
linked
also
lists.
concentrate on most more useful data structures like hash map, sets. Those are the things which we are not going deeply into the college life in the college life, but it is one of the most use those are the most useful data structures for efficiency, because hash map itself has a lot of advantages when compared to many other data structures. So we need to be thorough. This idea of using different data structures will only be obtained when you practice more problems or do more problems.
Yeah.
And regarding HR skills, you need to understand this, that you should participate not only in the technical aspects but also in the other aspects also. Because I myself, in the first year, I was executive member in literature and debate club. In the second year, I was joint secretary of EC association. In third year, I was participating in designing and writing in our EC association magazines and stuff. In fourth year, again, I was executive member. So I've been continuously participating in association activities. So it added a lot to my profile in the interview. So what I suggest is do something out of what only the technical aspects. You can join association and you can conduct dance programs. No one cares. You can join association and you can say tutorials. No one cares. The one thing you need to remember is you need to be continuously participating in other aspects as well.
Yeah. So, that was a very informative session with you. So, that's it, guys, for this episode. See you in the next one.
Yeah, see you. Thank you. Take care in the quarantine.